And good afternoon, everyone, on this Saturday afternoon. Roger Hill, Vilco Weather Hazards Forecaster, Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. We have the frontal boundary right here. You can see the stronger winds illustrated by the surface reports here, and the gusting in the 40 and 45 mile per hour range. Stronger, of course, over the Great Lakes, but a pretty good blast is going to, or burst of wind is going to roll on through here. It's going to be shifting mostly to the southwest, and then following that, gradient winds are going to be affecting mainly the central and southern Green Mountains to follow that for a couple more hours, or a few more hours. The last but not least gusts that go down below 45 miles per hour will be probably late in the evening in the very southern parts of the Green Mountains. But needless to say, I think the blast is going to be producing some impact, so we'll have to watch that. It'll be short-lived for basically a lot of Vermont as it moves on through, and affecting especially the summits of the Greens all the way down into the eastern slopes and adjacent valley floors. And that could also be a little bit on the western side of the state of Vermont as well, with this blast that's going to roll on through and then linger across these areas around central and southern parts of Vermont and immediately downwind to the east. Storm Prediction Center with the pressure couplet. You can see high pressure increasing in the red here, and in the blue dashed lines, low pressure, and this is a good indicator of some pretty turbulent winds that are going to be dashing through the region here in another few hours. And looking at the recent HRRR model here, this is 1 hour later, and so what we're looking at here is the most recent model. And what you can see here, this is valid at about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We're starting to see some mountaintop pickups and a little bit of an elevated wind, but this is the main area coming in, and this is going to be valid roughly about 5 o'clock. I think it might be starting to work in more like 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. So a sub-alert will go into effect from 4 through about 8:30 or 8 p.m. You can see the main winds cutting across New York State. We've now crossed mainly the lower elevations of the Champlain Valley, some of the valleys of western Vermont, interacting now with the terrain. This is that would be 5 o'clock. And then this is valid at 6 o'clock. That'd be 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see the winds are starting to reduce and becoming a non-factor at that point in time. Now looking at precipitation, we have showers and different bands going on by. The last band moves on through, it looks like around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And then basically we're looking at colder air mass working on through, a little bit of partial clearing at times, and then good enough for some snow bands working in. That's going to be a little bit later this evening. And so consequently, we're getting some of these snow showers, lake effect bands that are going to work on through. And consequently, we're looking at the snow accumulation. You can see the snow bands, 1 hour's precipitation. So we're not looking at tremendous amounts here, but some good lake effect bands are going to be rolling on through. And this is going to be a little bit later on this evening. So expect snow-coated roads and some dicey travel as temperatures make a pretty good fall. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.